Britney time, eh? Good time to be had is Britney time. Circus, the tour alone made $131.8 million, and unfortunately I don't think Britney herself saw a whole lot of that. If only we knew what she was going through at that period of time. I'm sure you're all familiar with what happened with Britney Spears and her conservatorship. If not, again, this is something else somebody should check out in a different field of expertise. But get your information from them, not from me. We're here to look at the tracks for Circus. If you're watching on Facebook, go and check out the YouTube channel. Look for whatever you see written on the screen right now. And if you're on YouTube, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you to a lot of people that have been very, very kind to me. Appreciate it a lot. In the meantime, let's throw straight over to the mix window. Circus. This is a 23-channel multitrack session. Damn, it's good. Damn, it's good. It's damn good. It's so damn good, in fact, that I've been holding on to it for a little while just because I wanted to spend some proper time on it when I knew I had a little bit of time. It's... I used to subscribe to Audio Technology magazine, and then I realised they were just trying to sell me things, so I stopped buying that and realised that it has more to do with me than the things that I have. However, there was an issue in which Britney Spears, her sound guy, her engineer, her tech, whose name escapes me, but he just looks like your regular Dungeons & Dragons player, stated that he thinks that Britney Spears' music is the best music that has been ever written in history. And anybody who wants to challenge him on that can email him. And he listed his email in that article. I might go back and find it and send him a message because I don't know if he's 100% saying, like, it is the best stuff that's ever been written, but bloody hell, it's good. Very, very cool. Very, very interesting. Move straight over and check out this kick drum over here. Let's give that a little bit of length so we can see it. These have been pressed to stereo, printed straight down to stereo so that it preserves the mix for remixing. Let's check out this kick drum. Wow. Sounds like someone dropped a bin and caught it. Interesting. I wonder what that sample is. I'll move up to here and we'll just check out that. Wow, that's in the kick, in the actual kick channel. I'll turn that up so we can see what the shape of the waves is. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but I can't stop listening to it for some reason. Yeah, that's strange. It sounds like it should be Brad Fiedel, Terminator soundtrack sort of fodder. Alright, the snare stem. Snares. And I mean, stem loosely termed because it's a stereo file and it's part of the mix. However, that is just it's just a multi-channel. It's one snare. It's fine. Okay, that's kind of clappy. Good bit of verb on it. Let's chuck it with the kick. That's got a lot more context now, huh? Okay. All right, I'm interested. I like that. 808 stem. Now, we've discussed this. A lot of people refer to 808s as if it's a sound effect. And 808 is generally referring to a particular kind of boom that came from when you cranked up the release on the kick drum and took the attack off it. It would just go boom like that. So let's see if this sounds like that. Thanks for enjoying my impersonation. There we are. But an 808 is actually a Roland TR-808 drum machine. There's another one. Not bad. Let's chuck them all together. Why not? hear them in sequence. There's a bunch of them. See, that's just 2 elements. There's just this giant transformer drop, like power down, and then a vacuum starts. It's, wow, listen to this again. There's only 3 tracks. God. That's so sick. That is so sick. I really, really enjoy that. Okay. Percussion stem. Let's hear that. I love how they've just named them all stem. Thanks, whoever put this file up. Again, really interesting textures here. Really tasteful, strange stuff. Oh, there's a little bit of hi-hat. Okay. I'll move over to this part. It looks like something different happens. Okay. Looks like someone slammed a locker door in a school corridor. Cool. Okay. Put them all in. Wow. Gives you a different sense of time. Wow. That's very cool. I would imagine that does a lot more times. From there, we've got a second percussion track here. We're going to go into this little section here, which is, I believe, the pre-chorus. Oh, wait. Let's not give it all the way. Make it big so I can see. Really great, big, fat tom sound. Okay. Yep. If you got any Britney facts, drop them in the comments. I'd love to read them out for you. Especially about this song, this tour. Jess Edwards, if you're happy for me to put up one of your pictures that you put in the last comment, I'd be happy to do that. Okay, a little bit more percussion. Okay. Oh, yeah, this bit looks interesting. Let's skip up. Okay, what's this? It's like that hi-hat sample reversed, like, and frozen. There's an effect called freeze in some samplers. There you go. And what freeze does, without getting turning this into too much of a class, is freeze takes that part of that sample and plays like it over and over and over again. So if I zoomed into, say, let's go up to this part of the percussion stem here, and that part. So what freeze would do, freeze would take, so this is the whole sample here. This whole sample goes like this. What freeze would do, freeze would take this part and play it. Now let's make it a little longer. Like that. That's what freeze does. And it sounds to me like in that moment, that freeze has been used to, let's see the actual piece, to kind of like emphasize that end part. Listen up. But on a much finer piece, so it's really, you're going to somebody put together a video of all my sound effects, please. All right, so we're dealing with the same piece there. Now, this next part here is a pretty recognizable part. So I'm going to move that down and go for hits first because I like that guitar part, but we're going to go hits first. Let's go back and check out that hits piece. Okay. I don't know if I heard that on its own. I'd go, oh yeah, that's Circus by Britney. So it's good to hear it in context and out of context. But even individually, these are all really lovely sounding recordings. reverb is gorgeous. It's so big. What does this all sound like? I'll give it a moment. We'll come through and we'll just go. Okay, now we're freaking out a little bit. We're starting to take shape. That's such a good groove too. Listen to that. Just that's so good. There's one here called Crazy Beat Stem. I think we'll move that up too, and we might check that out now. Right at the start, Crazy Beat Stem. Let's find out. I love that sound. There's nothing too crazy about that. Does it get crazier? Maybe it's hiding some crazy secrets we can't see at this magnification. No, any regular Austin McCall could play that. Very cool still. Okay. So I've got a strange feeling we're going to hear that again throughout that take. But, that looks... is that different? No. Oh, yeah, you get that. Okay. All right, I can deal with that. Now, this part's really, really cool. I really love this. This is I feel like somebody should loop this and play this on their like little loop station or something like that. Have a listen to this guitar part. That is, I love that bit. I reckon that's really doing it for me, actually. I reckon that would be a great sample. So for any of you Dr. Dre's or Jay-Z's out there, should put something out with that sample. It's so good. It's got suspense. It's got dynamics. It's got rhythm. That's so good. I love that. I can't believe it only happens twice in the song, but like it's such a huge bit of the track. Bass stem. I haven't heard this bit yet. I want to hear some bass. Let's hear it. Oh, that's fat as hell. Yeah, that's super sick. I really, really like that. Let's hear that again with Crazy Beat Stem in there. Yeah, right. I really like that. So that bass is two passes there. One side's quite thick with a like a 1632 foot oscillator, and the other one's got like a 4 on one side with a really high pitch timbre. So I just had to take one headphone off to see that the high pitch one does only occur in one side. But that's so sick. Move it back, and let's check out. So, okay, that probably happens. It's just the same thing over again. And there's a little... Oh, yeah, we need to check that out. I can't believe I was going to just overlook this. Come on, give me a little bit of flavour here. Okay. And then watch this pop. Whoop. Just a little bit of portamento there. Really, really nice. Now, synth, that's a good time for you and for me and the entire human race. Happening right up at the end is synth 2. Bring you down. Let's check out synth 1, because we know that happening here. We'll just crank that up so we can see that actually something does occur. Nice. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like a string machine. I don't dare say what it could be, because no doubt, like every other time, I'll be wrong. It'll happen again here, I bet. Jeez, I could put money on that one. Different. See, I'd hear that sound normally, and like in a pack or whatever, and like you're rolling through presets on a plugin or something. I'd hear that sound and go, next. I wouldn't use that. You know what I mean? But then when you got people who are more creative than I. That's really usable. You know what I mean? That fits fine. And I just wouldn't think to use that, and notice that most of the cutoff, the sort of shift in frequency is getting hidden by the percussive part on the other instruments as well. Okay, we've added in some kind of like theremin sound, style sound. Okay. That's sick. Turns into an alien thing. That's super cool. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's so sick. Okay, synth 2 stem only happens at the last part. It sounds like it should be in a Korn song. What did Korn have out in 2008? They should have been putting stuff out with Britney. Let's hear it together. Pull your John Davis out, everybody. That's actually a good one. If you want to drop a comment, drop a John Davis scat from Korn in the Britney section. Weirds stem. Weirds is just, what is that? It's called Weirds. It's just weird shit. So let's hear it. It's not that weird. Come on, pull that out of the SH. There's right where my hand is. There's a System 100. Pull that out of that. That's a synth, by the way. Sorry. Let's hear that again. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take 2 of those. Oh, thank you. I'll have one more buzz. This little mushroom looks like a screw. Looks like a nail. That's cool. I like that. All right, I've got a feeling we're going to hit a lot of that over the course, so let's just bust through this channel. Okay. Alright, I'll be surprised if we hear anything too different, so let's just move through. Yeah, lots of purring. And then a record stop style thing. Effects stem. 1. There's 2 of these. Take off. Again, so you hear something like that, and I think of it as a sound effect. Not something that I would use in a music sort of situation. Good little laser percussion things there. Great. Okay. Very cool. Now, again, this is an effects one, so there's just going to be lots of wacky stuff in here. Right. Okay, we got the lasers, we got the 4-chord thing, and then that happens twice. Very good. We can move on from that too. We're happy with that. That's great. Effects stem 2. What's happening? Oh, yep. Look at that diamond shape in that waveform. That's so cool. Give me a bang. Oh, the classic. Bring it back up for a whoosh. And release. Yeah, and it's just panned beautifully. Just plays across the stereo field really nicely. Drain it. Great. And then we got another pop here. And what's this? Oh, that was whack. Let's go back one more. I like that. That was strange. What the f... That's fully your dude going... These are some really... I'm just zoning out here because there's some really quite intelligently placed swells. I don't know if they're plugins or if they're on a legit, like, an analog synth or anything like that. But that... in the background, that sounds so tasteful. This is like... You could use this track to just score like a sci-fi, grindhouse film. In fact, it'd be really good to take this and just film something and set it to this exact track. That would be rhythmically pleasing too, because everything would have to have its own beats that would go exactly with this song. Oh, that's such a pleasing sound. I'm loving this track. Even that cymbal's good. The delay's perfect. You can see the delay in the form. Bang, bang, bang. In the ripples in the waveform. And then bring a swell up. That's a good looking waveform. Any of you weird people who want to get shit tattooed on you, get that one wrapped around your arm. Look at that. That's great. I'm going to ask you what it is. Just say it's from Circus. It's the last 15 seconds of Circus. From one track. All right, effects stem. Now we're going to move on to that part. So we're probably about at the halfway point. Now, no doubt we're going to cross some lines here with copyright stuff. But thanks to those companies who keep letting them through, appreciate that. Yeah. So we're about to check out some vocals. So if you're in, stick around. We're going to check out some real Britney vocals isolated. And I haven't heard these ones yet. I just know that they are there. And I'm going to have a good time here. So just bear with me. There's quite a few. So we got background vocals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got no idea what's on that because it doesn't look like there's anything there. Lead, double. What's happened? Oh, let's see the whole thing, eh? There we go. 7 backing vocals, a lead vocal, and then a double for the lead vocal, which will just fill in some spots and thicken up some pieces. You didn't see any of that because I'm still on my screen. I'm so sorry. Moving back over, we've got backing vocal 1, 2, let's take that down, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Of course, thank you very much. Lead vocal 1 and a backup double, sort of just to thicken up some parts. Now that we got that out of the way. Let's have a listen to the background vocals first. Doesn't make any sense, but I'm running this show, so we'll do what I say. Thank you. Thanks.
I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins.
Damn, that's good.
Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break. I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Better be ready, hope that you feel the same.
Now that's the part where that guitar bit was rolling underneath there. Now I'm going to go back to the backing vocal 2 just to hear the bit before it because I started the pre-chorus.
I'm like a ringleader, I call the shots.
Who is that?
I'm like a firecracker, I make it hot. Michelle.
Who are they?
Moving through my veins.
Who is that? I know that you Britney people are in here. You tell me. I want to know who that is. I don't know who that is. I didn't even know that was in there until now. And I know you guys know. And hey, help me out, educate me too, because I want to know who that is. That's yeah.
Ready to break.
It's happening.
Floor is my stage. Hope that you feel the same. All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. When I crack that whip, everybody gon' trip just like a circus. Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do. Everybody let go, we can make the dance flow just like a circus.
I've never heard that in my life. That's sick. What a chord. What a. Oof. All right, let's hear that again together with the original.
I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins.
Oh,
Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break.
that's fat.
I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Better be ready, hope that you feel the same. All eyes on me in the center of
yes.
the ring, just like a circus.
Look at
When I crack that whip, everybody gon' trip just like a circus. Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do. Everybody let go, we can make
That's
a dance
amazing.
floor just like a circus.
And also, this is one of the files that I'm finally really happy with. The top end definition on the vocal track. I feel like a lot of the ones that I get are really kind of quite dull, but I mean, this is just spot on. This is really quite well defined. I really enjoy that. Okay, I got a strange feeling all those other tracks are going to be the same. Maybe this last one might be a little different.
Like a circus.
Oh yeah.
Like a circus.
Okay. And then let's hear that with the backing vocals too.
Like a circus. All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a
Circus,
When I crack that whip, everybody gon' trip just like a
circus.
Okay, I'm happy listening. I'm happy with those two. Let's check out backing vocal 3 and these couple of little blobs that they're just bringing out.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
What the hell is that? Did you hear that? Alien farts. That was the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
That is that. I don't know if they pitch shifted that up or if they just screamed into something and distorted the absolute guts out of it. What's this piece? It's going to be the same.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
That's sick.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
That's really, really creative use of pitch shifting there. I really enjoy that one. And subtle too. I mean, I'd never noticed that when you hear it in conjunction with the rest of the track. Let's hear this last bit too. What's this?
All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus.
That's cool because they're using the pitch shifting there as sort of like holding one note and just giving it a root, like a vocoder almost.
When I crack that whip, everybody gon' trip just like a circus. Don't stand there watching me, follow me,
I like
show
that.
me what you can do. Everybody let go, we can make a dance floor just like a circus.
I love anything that can make the human voice sound not like itself, but also kind of like itself. I really, really like that.
All eyes on
Robots.
me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. When I crack that whip, everybody gon' trip just like a circus.
That's what I want.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do. Everybody let go, we can make a dance floor just like a circus.
Yes, I'm all about that. That is so cool. All right, we got another 3 more backing vocal sessions to go, everybody. Okay, let's check it out. I wonder how long this took to record too. And again, I know you Britney freaks are down there. Take it and tell me. I want to know. Oh, yes, more vocal pitch shifting.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
I love that. That makes me happy. Yes. I'm going to add this one.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
Let go. That makes me very happy. I really enjoy that. I got a strange feeling this is going to be the same.
Don't stand there watching me, follow me, show me what you can do.
It's like when your voice breaks when you're a kid. Just okay, backing vocal 5. We're getting there, ladies and gents. Let's check this out. What did I say, ladies and gents? I'm not a real estate operator. Radio, ladies and gents. It's a fantastic property we've got on the market today. A fantastic opportunity. Sorry. Okay. Who is this, guys? Tell me who this is. I want to know who the singer is. There's a little bit of sound effect in the background here. Okay. I can't wait to lay these up. That is so sick. I really, really, really like that. It's an iconic part of this track. Good delay in the one ear. Pans off to the left. And then what do we have over in the second part of that? That's... I want one more of those, please, Doctor. That's really, really cool.
So beware.
Okay, we've heard that. We know what that is. Just listening. That's I love that. Yep.
Show me what you can do.
Okay, let's put a couple of these together now that we've got a few going. Let's just see.
Watching me, follow me, show me what you can do. Everybody let go, we can make a dance floor just like a circus.
Hey, now also everyone, I'll just let you know this really quick. I've just found this out too from some mates that watch this every now and again. If you're ever watching this and you hear it drop out and mute for no reason, and you're watching on Facebook, that's what happens when the music gets. They hear it and they go, oh, that's our song. They mute it. They clamp down on it. So yeah, that's normal. Play on. We'll be back in. In the meantime, second last backing vocal to listen to before we get to Britney's lead. Yes!
Ones that can hang with me, and ones that are scared.
That's so good.
Baby, I hope that you came prepared. I run a tight ship, so beware. I'm like the ringleader, I call the shots. I'm like a firecracker, I make it hot.
I make it hot.
On a show.
Damn, that's really, 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 really cool.
Let's go.
Oh, just gonna... I'm freaking out. They've got like the speak and spell voice in there.
Let's go.
Yes!
Let me see what you can do.
Pump it.
I'm running this.
Like a circus.
Yeah.
What? That's just done me in. I love that. That's the sound. I love that. Have you ever did you guys ever have a toy that was a little computer called My Computer or My First Computer, and it would go, please choose an activity, bing, 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 and then you could play like Hangman on it and stuff. I'm trying to find one of those because I want it to say the entire dictionary, and I want to record everyone, and I want to turn it into a little sample kit. That'd be so great.
Let me see what you can do.
Yes.
I'm running this.
Like a circus.
Yeah. Like a what?
Like a circus.
Think about how long that would have taken for somebody to do all those cuts and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure that they've got like better methods now of chopping this stuff up really quick. But at this point in time, I'm not saying it was like the tape days, good old 2008, but it certainly would have been. I mean, DAT tape was still in use at that point, to my knowledge, in some studios that didn't want to convert over. But 2008, I mean, it certainly wasn't the education system, but I'm sure this was recorded on Pro Tools, but I mean, still chopping all that stuff up and doing all that stuff rhythmically is just what a feat in itself. Really contributes to the overall song. It's the effort you got to put in, to get these things. Oh, one moment.
Call the shots.
Okay, so just a classic boy band backup.
Call the shots.
As long as you love me. Do we say that, or is that? No, that was NSYNC. The issue was with Justin Timberlake.
I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break. I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage.
Yes, that's good. What a piece of history.
Call the shots.
And we got with the same thing again.
I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins.
Okay, if we want to hear that again, you can listen to the original track as well because that's also in there very prominently. The backup doubles here on some of these verses. Let's hear those just real quick on their own.
In the world,
Okay.
entertain, that observe,
Is that Britney?
kind of girl, backseat, birds,
I don't know.
leader, shots,
No, it's not.
cracker, hot.
I don't think that's Britney. But the other one's probably going to be the same. So the lead vocal, Britney's lead vocal on this track, let's hear it. Actually, let's just take a moment. Just take a moment to enjoy parts of this song building up until we get copyright struck. Okay. Alright, stop. I gotta get in trouble. Okay. That's so good. Oh, we got some intel coming in, guys. Hold on. This is hot information right here. Aaron Blackmore. Just to reiterate to you, Broden, the other vocalists on this track are Kathy Dennis, Claude Kelly, Maya Marie or Mari. I got you with the facts again. Thank you, Aaron. She's definitely the one of the people I go to for 90s stuff. Talking lesson 1. I had one. Aaron had one of those. Please use an activity. Bing, bing, bing. If you still have one, please give me it for free. Love the faders. Love the fade in right at the start of those bits. Sound like the TV on Poltergeist from Ryan. Yeah, man, that's a good point. They do too. That like nice swell. But anyway, let's get back to Britney's vocals. I'm not playing that stupid YouTube game where you're like, let's tease him with this stuff. Fuck it. Let's just give you what you want because I know I want it too. I haven't heard these either. So let's bam. Britney, what you got for me? I haven't even said the words yet. Britney, bitch.
There's only 2 types of people in the world. The ones that entertain and the ones that observe. Well, baby, I'm a put on a show kind of girl. Don't like the backseat, gotta be first. I'm like the ringleader, I call the shots.
There's total pitch correction on this too, but like, it's 2008, right? T-Pain's around. And it'd been used for pitch correction before that, and also as an effect in Daft Punk's Discovery album, One More Time, but unfortunately, more famously for the Cher song, which is not a bad song, but I just can't believe that One More Time is not more recognised. There's a whole documentary on autotune on Netflix, and they don't even mention Daft Punk, which, yeah, whatever.
I'm like a firecracker, I make it hot when I put on a show.
You can hear the artifacting in the show. Long drive today.
On a show. I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break. I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Better be ready, hope that you feel the same.
Now, I always wonder in Britney, you guys could probably tell me too, because I know there's a few people here that were watching that were at the Circus tour, the Australian version of the leg of the tour. What parts did she sing in that for the $131.8 million grossing tour? When it got to this part of the song, did she, or did she go full voice?
Through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break. I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Better be ready, hope that you feel the same.
All right, and then we got this next verse.
There's only 2 types of guys out there. Ones that can hang with me and ones that are scared. So baby,
Well, there you have it, guys. If you want us to hang with Britney, all you got to do is just not be scared. I don't know what, like, of aliens or spiders or something, or just don't be scared in general, and then she will let you hang out. No wusses, no scaredy cats out there hanging out with Britney Spears.
Hope that you came prepared.
Or anyone at that time, because her father was controlling her life, unfortunately. But she's out. She's back. Britney's back.
I run a tight ship, so beware. I'm like the ringleader.
You hear that on Ringleader, right? On Ringleader, that's where you get some of that that auto-tune kind of grabbing onto the note.
I'm like the ringleader. I call the ringleader.
Again, it's not trying to make her a better singer. She's already a great singer. It's just an effect that's used to tighten things up.
I'm like the ringleader. I call the shot.
Sounds cool. And then, of course, you're doing that. Like, do you think a vocalist can actually do that? You know what I mean?
I'm like the ringleader. I call the shot. I'm like
a lot of people were shitting on people who were using autotune at the time, and it's like, everyone was using it. It's not just her, it's everyone.
Firecracker, I make it hot.
She did lip sync some things, so I'm pretty sure.
When I put on a show, I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break.
What's this little tail at the back
I'm
here?
like a performer, the dance floor is
Really
my
interested to see what that is.
stage. Better be ready, hope that you feel the same.
Nothing there? Just me being paranoid and curious. But if we do like go and have rub a little bit of auto-tune over the top of Britney's track, I wonder what we get. Pitch correction, just Logic standard pitch correction in here. Just make it super fast, and then we'll just go back to the start of this verse. Is totally fine.
There's only two types of guys out there. Ones that can hang with me and ones that are scared.
Now, the reason it's not doing anything is because it's already applied.
So baby, I hope
on the track before I got to it.
I run a tight ship, so beware.
It's already active and it's already doing its thing. But still, that's Britney can sing this. We know that. We all already know this as a fact. So while we're here, let's hear some stuff.
There's only two types of...
When did that happen? Oh, you moron. Okay. Move that back, and then we'll actually sync that thing up.
There's only two types of guys out there. Ones that can hang with me, and ones that are scared. So baby, I hope that you came prepared. I run a tight ship, so beware. I'm like the ringleader. I call the shots. I'm like a firecracker. I make it hot when I put on a show. I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break. I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Better be ready, hope that you feel the same. All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus.
There we are. How good is the bass in this too, by the way? And the guitar stems part. This. Yes. I challenge any band out there to actually cover this and make it sound as good as this, because there's so much shit going on. I don't like. Obviously, you got to. I don't know how they could do this live. Like sometimes Kylie has a live band, but I mean, and how do you do all this in a live show? Someone spoke about that on the YouTube video about the Michael Jackson. How do they prepare this stuff for the stage? Because writing the art and performing the art are two very different things. Like, do they write with it in mind, or they just go, "Nah, you're in the studio with this guy. They're going to do everything, and then you'll just play it to a track later on and just make us a bunch of money. See you later after you go." Amazing, really, really, really cool. I think that'd probably wrap us up for now. Thanks for coming and checking out Circus by Britney Spears. I've got another one there called Break the Ice, which I really want to do. It's in Pro Tools format, and I'm going to have to crack open an old computer to convert it. But it's on the cards, and this is my first Britney. This is my first Britney one, and I'm really excited it was this track, and I'm really excited we got to spend a little bit of time doing it. It's already been up for about 45 minutes, and that's a getting on the heavy end for one of these. But thanks for coming and checking it out. Thanks for not saying anything about my new light yet, but I appreciate that too. Enjoy yourselves. Have yourself a glass of water. Go and visit your mates. Don't forget to GFY. And we'll catch you later on. Thanks so much. Bye.